Hello everybody, welcome to the first episode of the new Joel Homie Show series, Swinging Around Tuesday. Hey, you there! I want to remind everybody that if you end up liking this video, please consider subscribing. It's free, and you can always change your mind. And right now, YouTube says that over 90% of people that watch my videos aren't subscribed, so it would really help, and with that... Hello everybody, I'm Joel Homie, your guys' host for the first episode of the new Joel Homie Show series, Swinging Around Tuesday, where today I'm going to be discussing some things with you guys that might interest you relating back to last week's set of videos here on the Joel Homie Show, and recently, the channel also hit a pretty nice milestone thanks to you guys. So let's go ahead and start off today's video with briefly discussing some things that are concerning me due to this being a very new series. This is the very first episode of Swing Around Tuesday. So I want to quickly say that this episode of sort of this new series is very much still an experiment. I don't fully know if I'm going to be sticking with this series, or this is just a filler series so that I can actually put more time into school, as I'm currently in my first year of high school and it's requiring a lot more attention than in my previous year of schooling. So now with that taking into consideration, I also was losing interest from Minecraft, so I decided to change up the schedule a bit so that I could actually work around things easier and get a little bit more enjoyment of actually creating content rather than creating videos like Minecraft Monday episodes, which I genuinely did not really enjoy making at all. I just made them for the pure factor of not missing episodes on the channel. But anyway, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into what today's episode is actually going to be about and what future episodes of this series are actually going to be about as well. So as you can see here, I have sort of like a little makeshift script that I've already sort of gone through a little bit. So as you can see, we've already gone through the intro, and here I've already gone through a lot of the script because I memorized how I introduce my videos so well that I don't even really have to follow a script now. So other than that, the parts that I do have to follow, because I promise you I haven't memorized these bits yet, is the things that I'll be talking about, or sort of like the topics of this series. So the first things, as I already said, is going to be last week's videos. So last week's videos saw the very last set of Minecraft Monday and Autistic Tuesday content, as Minecraft Monday, as I had said, is now discontinued and will not be coming back until further notice. And then the same goes for Autistic Tuesday, but Autistic Tuesday is not discontinued. It's actually just been rebranded and, well, sort of like remodeled and reformed into Sketchalicious Monday, which is the same exact series, just with a different name, and it's posted on a different day, but other than that, it's completely the same. And then also last week, I made my very first semi-professional Fallout 4 video, which for those of you that don't know, Fallout 4 is a video game that has a storyline based on nuclear fallout and sort of like nuclear bombs falling and all that, and I made a video based around my progress on building in a settlement called Sanctuary Hills in Fallout 4, because I've always liked the building mechanics, and I've always had a really fun time building and doing all the small details with the decorating with small items and stuff like that. So I did a video touring my progress on Sanctuary Hills, and I will be doing more content related to Fallout 4 in the future. And also, speaking of Gaming Thursday, I'll still be doing Minecraft content very occasionally, and it will not be posted on Monday as a Minecraft Monday. It will be converted over to an Gaming Thursday episode. So now, Gaming Thursday will be seeing content related to World of Warships occasionally, World of Tanks, Fallout 4, and Minecraft. So we now have at least 4 games that will actually be going up reliably on that series here in the near future. And then this isn't actually related back to last week's videos, actually the week prior to that, but I feel like since this is the first episode of the series, I can make a bit of leeway to talk about this. But week before last, I actually made a little skit with my friend Joseph called Budget Star Wars, which is something that he came to me as a sort of like his YouTube buddy, as he sort of knows me, to ask if I could help him with a school assignment where he had to recreate a little movie scene from, well, obviously a movie, and it had to be sort of like, well, this is going to sound really cringy, but it had to be cringy. It was meant to be funny, and you were meant to film it at home with whatever supplies you could get your hands on, or, well, with what Joseph did. He actually went to the dollar store and bought a plunger to act like Darth Vader with a fake lightsaber. So, well, if you haven't watched that yet, I do encourage you to go watch Budget Star Wars, the skit. It's just a funny little thing I did with Joseph, and it actually turned out relatively nice. As I said, I actually ended up doing it with Joseph as a school assignment, and that's actually the very first time I've done a school assignment with Joseph in years, like ever since 3rd grade. I'm actually currently in 9th grade, or my first year of high school, and me and Joseph have been going to separate schools ever since we met when we were both about 9 years old in 3rd grade, and well, ever since we haven't done a school assignment together. So it's kind of weird actually knowing that I was helping him with a school assignment, but really feels good to be able to help him, and, well, it gave me a bit of free YouTube content in the end as well. So big shout out to my friend Joseph and being able to cooperate with him to create Budget Star Wars, the skit. So as I say, go watch that if you haven't already, if you'd like to. But anyway, moving that out of the way, let's go ahead and now talk about some things relating back to me. So, as I had briefly touched on, sort of in other parts of the video previously, I now have started my first year of high school, and it's requiring a lot more attention than my previous year of school, which was actually middle school, so it was a lot more sort of easier and allowed a bit more leeway than high school does. So, due to this, as you can probably tell, the content has changed due to this. And this is mainly due to me wanting to be able to maintain being able to do YouTube videos, and also be able to actually put the required amount of effort into being able to get assignments and schoolwork done while still being able to do YouTube content. And that is why series like this exist, which have replaced series like Minecraft Monday, which are a lot harder to create and take a lot more time to create, rather than series like this where I can just simply sit down and talk to you guys about things relating back to other videos, so that I can sort of work around the schedules for both of these two topics, school and YouTube, a bit more easy. And then, well, the channel hit 300 subscribers. Thank you to all of you guys. I really do thank every one of you for being able to get the channel to this point. I know this is something that you probably hear from YouTubers every time they hit a milestone, but I really do thank you guys. If the YouTube channel wasn't to this point and I hadn't seen success in the channel at all in the past, I don't think I would have continued this at all. Even if I had found a passion for YouTube, I don't think I would have continued if I didn't see any sort of progress and sort of growth in the channel, I guess you could say. So I'm really glad that the channel has actually started growing, and I'm really proud of myself for it, because I don't really make it too clear. I don't share this too much, but I am the only person that does work on this YouTube channel. I do the editing, I do the effects, I do the end screens, the cards, the tags, the thumbnails, everything. I don't get any reliable help with my videos other than, well, YouTube existing, because obviously YouTube existing helps me a little bit, because otherwise I couldn't upload YouTube content. But anyway, well, we're definitely approaching 500, and once we hit 500, hopefully in the future, well, then we'll be on our way to 1,000. That's really weird. 1,000 people following me, doing some cringy stuff in my room. Yeah, that's not really anything I ever thought I'd reach when I started this channel. But then again, I honestly don't know what I was thinking when I started this channel. Like, if you go watch the very first video on this channel, yeah, that little guy doesn't know what he's doing. And I didn't even want the channel to be professional or anything like that. I didn't want it to be sort of like big and fancy. I was just wanting to have fun, and, well, it actually, as I grew, I guess you could say the channel actually grew with me, and it actually started maturing, and rather than posting cringy content with no thumbnails, no descriptions, no tags, no nothing, all the way up to now where the channel is consistently following a 5-day-a-week schedule with thumbnails, tags, cards, end screens, and everything like that, and they're actually, like, I'm acting in front of a camera right now. That's not something I did when I started the YouTube channel. I would just set up the camera and I'd start recording, whereas now I actually do quite a bit more of a sort of personality, so I can actually seem a bit more interesting here on YouTube, even while the view duration for this channel is not very good, I'll admit. But anyway, moving that out of the way, there is the first episode of the new Joel Homer Show series, swinging around Tuesday. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. As I said, this is still in a very experimental state, but I do hope that you guys do grow to like it in the future with how this is actually going to be a sort of like a very different thing for the channel in the future, rather than actually things like Minecraft Monday and actually Autistic Tuesday, which are now discontinued series, even while Autistic Tuesday is technically still around. But anyway, with all that being said, if you guys enjoyed today's video,